Hey, let's go and get this real. Let's get it. Look, this country has been through a lot. We all know it. And I don't say this lightly when I'm saying this. And I'm talking to you, Mr. President and Ms. Vice President. Due to the way certain people are doing things, you do, and I believe you do, have the power to make it mandated that everybody that has a vaccine card can, go to stores and public events and stuff like that. You have to, I think this should be all through the country. And I'm going to tell you why. Because then those that have been fully vaccinated all the way through, completely covered, would be safer. And if you're not, you need to just stay home. Because people are not getting it. Look, we have tried it every which way possible. And that other side don't seem to want to understand. And no matter what you, I, or anybody else is going to say, they're not going to understand. So, that's fine if that's their choice. I'm just saying, if their choice is not to be vaccinated, then their choice is to stay away from all these places. Grocery stores, all of them. Convenience stores, hospitals, doctor's office, all these places, they need to stay away from. And they can't go to their jobs either. And I'm going to tell you why. Because nobody needs to be around these kind of people. And it's nothing against them. It's the choices they make. Now, that includes their kids' fault. It's the grown-ups' fault. People like this, you need to stay away from. And it's not that you don't love them. It's because you love them that you need to stay away from them. Because they can affect, no matter what color you are, what race you are, how big you are in the world, or any of that stuff. It don't matter about none of that stuff. It don't care where you live. It don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, Independent. It don't care about none of that stuff. It don't. But people don't seem to understand that. And you got these ignorant ones out there that keep on going and going, knowing they know the truth. The truth now. So here's how I see it. Until the whole entire country, and I mean everybody in the United States, is completely vaccinated, there you go. And the whole country now, everybody from every state, let's don't even exclude any states. Let's make it every state. It's like that. Until we get it right as a country, because we are one together. We can't do. Now, we have tried every which way possible to make people understand that the shot is the only way to go forward and not to go backwards. It has nothing to do about your rights. It has nothing to do about your preferences. Has nothing to do about any of that other crazy stuff you want to throw out there. You going to believe whatever you going to believe, and that's fine. Have your rights in the sand. Enjoy it. Your freedom. Your freedom. On this. When you catch it, it is too late. You cannot get the shot then. It's too late. And you were told this. I put so many of these different little monologues and stuff on these channels and tried to put it on Twitter and stuff. I've been ridiculed. I've lost loved ones. I've told you things that was nothing but the truth. People have told you things, nothing but the truth. They've shown you the facts, nothing but the truth. You won't believe your family. Either you won't go see your doctor or you don't believe in your own doctor. Your doctor. Not my doctor, your doctor. And if you ain't got a doctor, you don't even want to go see a doctor. Look, if somebody is literally bent over backwards to try to save you from a forest fire and you still jump into the fire, are you going to the person that has been doing everything to help you? When those floods and those hurricanes and tornadoes and earthquakes and all the calamities that has happened on this earth now in America, that's been happening, and us Americans, it didn't matter your color, if you was rich or poor, we all came together and helped everybody out, no matter what it was. I don't care if we were pulling your trash away from the old tore up houses and stuff and trying to save your precious things there. Or like when Katrina hit and we were trying to help the people in Louisiana. Now, I was there for that. I helped with that. I know what that felt like. When that tornado hit Caruthersville, I helped with that. I know what it feels to lose everything you have. Everything. Things you cannot replace. Lives, you cannot replace those. Memories, you cannot replace those, but at least you have them. You can't replace them. People are trying to save your lives. That's all. It's just a matter of when. That's all it is. It's just a matter of when. Look, you ain't got to believe nothing. Absolutely nothing. And God knows, look, y'all have made it very clear that you're not going to believe people when they're trying to save your lives. And I and a lot of people like me can never, ever, ever grasp that. And we probably will never grasp that. But I honestly believe, without a shadow of a doubt, that it needs to be mandatory for every state, no matter where it's at in the United States of America, every last one of them, to make it where if you go anywhere, I mean anywhere, if it's out the outskirts of your house, you got to have that card, and that card's got to say that you've been fully vaccinated. Period. If you ain't been fully vaccinated, you better not be out that house. There's no reason for you to be out that house at all. You've had a chance to get your shot. Walking around like you've got a shot and spreading this stuff when you could have got the shot. That's the epitome of stupid. That right there is what makes people so upset. Now, just imagine if everybody thought like you send your kid to school knowing your kid got the flu. You would send your kid to school and give it to all the kids in the school, knowing your kid got the flu. That's the kind of parent you are. That's the same kind of thinking you got right now. You know there's a pandemic. You know it, and it's not even a shadow of a doubt. This is no lie. And you know this stuff has been killing people. You know it for a fact. I don't care what these other crazy people have been telling you. You know it for a fact. Shot that can help you get through this thing. And it's going to help you so you don't kill nobody. Take care of your family, you and other people around you. But you won't take a shot? Man, come on, stop the... Mr. President, make it mandatory to know what to do right. I think it should happen to all of us. Because, this is ridiculous. We as Americans have stood up before, many times before, for the good of the country. And when I say the good of the country, I didn't say the good of one nation as far as one different culture or one different race. I said the country, all of the United States of America, all of us. We all stood up to help. We all stood up. We all chipped in, even if it was to send over to a different country to help them out. We done this. And we, as a country, have seen our people come back, win all these awards, and show you they can work together through a pandemic, through all the stress, not being able to see their families, their loved ones, and still do the best they can for our country. And other countries, we've seen this with them too. You even showed up or even had the chance to show up. In other words, if COVID stopped you, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. At least you had that chance. You know, that's a blessing. And that's one that this country needs to see. And all these countries need to see. Yes, we have a hard and rough life in front of us, but we can do this if we do this thing together. Let's stop fighting the battle apart. It don't matter if you're rich, poor, or whatever it is. It ain't saying that your religion is any better than my religion or anything like that. It's not saying none of that stuff. It don't say that if you're more country than I'm country, or more city than I'm city, you're more rock and roll than I'm more rock and roll, you're more country than it don't say none of that stuff. It don't. It don't say where you live, where you grew up, where you was birthed, how the way you talk, the things you eat, the way you dress. It's not saying none of that stuff. It's saying one thing, and it's going all around this whole earth. It's saying I'm going to kill you unless everybody get these shots. We all know it. That's exactly what this disease is saying. And it's only getting worse and worse and worse. We all have a chance. Less work trying to do. That's what these other countries that have been chipping in have been trying to do. Now we need to get everybody together and let's do this thing together and stop with the mess. Because this thing, it don't care where you grew up from. It don't care what country you're from. It ain't got nothing to do with that. No. It don't care your likes, your dislikes. It don't care what you eat, what you don't eat. It don't care about none of that stuff. None of it. The things that people seem to always want to argue, fuss, and fight about here, everywhere around the world, this disease don't care about none of that. It has one desire and one desire only, to take us out. Everybody on this earth. That's the only desire this disease has. Let's do the right things. Let's make right decisions. You know, enough is enough. Every country should know better now. This is something that we as everything on this earth has never seen. Everywhere. And it's going to take all of us. It's going to take all of us. You have all these countries want to argue, fuss, and fight about monies and fossil fuel and other stuff. Why are you wanting to fight about fossil fuel? Is it not common sense to see the change? That's me, you, anybody in this whole world. Everybody sees the stuff that's going on. We know we need to change things. Everybody knows that. We all got to get on one foot on accord on that too. You know, it's time to start really using your brains and stop fighting the stupid fights. Because these decisions that you are making for capital gain, or whatever your big wheel decision is not going to help everybody on this earth. Everybody. Absolutely nothing on this planet that is worth everybody on the planet. Now, is it? Nothing. There's not enough power. No. Not enough gold, silver, money. Keep rampaging like this. Why you want to argue about this and that and fuss about this and that or whatever the situation is and not want to do what's right? What you got left? Please explain. I can tell you what you may have left. A planet of dead people. I mean, come on. It really don't take a genius to see this. Can you imagine a whole planet of dead people? No living beings on earth. And it's going to be because of y'all not getting together, doing the right things. You can't blame people for being people. You can't blame or put blame on anybody but your own selves and the lives, complete lives now of everybody in the world, no matter what country you're in. No matter what country you're in. I don't care what country you're in. You say you for your country. No, baby. Because see, the decisions you make for your country also affect. If you pollute too much at your country pollution is automatically going to mess up some other country. Somewhere down the line, it's going to mess up another country. That's just a fact. We're all stuck in this thing together. All of us. You know, you've heard kids, all different nations, all different races, all different backgrounds, have went on these different sites, have said things. And it's more harder for grown-ups to just sit back, listen, soak it in, actually listen. And let me phrase that. When I say listen, I mean do a little bit more than listen. Actually do. This is the next generation, your next triple generations, and you're literally stopping them completely. Let's seriously get honest about it. So in other words, you're gonna make all that money for what? There ain't gonna be nobody here. Let's just get real. There ain't no kind of container, no kind of anything in this world that's gonna let you live on this planet alone by yourself safely if you have a disease like this that ramps through the whole planet. Not unless we work together. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit more to be scary about. But the thing about it is we can do this. We have done so much. The innovations and the things of the future are in our grasp. Our kids can do better, and even us can do a whole lot better. We have the want to. We can do it because that's American know-how. We can do it. I know our generation is a little lost and a little, laid back, I guess we can call it. But guess what? When it comes to push and shove, we'll work. We'll do whatever it takes to take care of our grandkids and our kids. You know it and I know it. Can't show me a parent out there that wouldn't. They just want better for the kids. And they want to have better. People are tired of struggling. People are tired of the pay rate just outrageously low. You can't. I like to get the solar thing too. I can't get it. Credit's bad. Hospital bills and all. Can't do nothing about it. Can't afford to do nothing about it. So I can't get the solar thing. Been wanting it. Now, ever since you start talking about it, I was wanting it before I looked into it, but it's like it is. If you ain't got the money, you can't get it. Electric car, I've been wanting to get one of them when they way before today. Still can't get it. Try to do what you can, Mr. President.